Alright, what's going on YouTube? Alright, so today right now I'm about to show you how to make the way I make my pink salmon with asparagus with my Chinese rice that I do. So this is how we're gonna do this. I hope you enjoy. Sit back and relax and let's get started. Alright, so here we go. This is our ingredients. This is what we got. We got two nice pieces, a slab of pink salmon that I'm about to do. Here's the asparagus. We're about to do that also in the oven since the oven's going. And then I got my ingredients right here. This is what I use for my pink salmon. I use a little bit of paprika, garlic, onions, pink salt, and black pepper. And also butter. Can't forget about that. That's gonna be the killer of the day, the butter. Okay, you want to preheat the oven to 400 degrees. I like to get this done. It's a little pan. I like to throw some aluminum foil because I've been using this pan for a long time, so it's kind of like whatever. It's clean as hell. I use the Brillo pad and everything to clean it, but still I like to put my food on there because that's how we do it. Then as I also preheat the oven, I also up here also have a nice slab of aluminum foil. That's where we're gonna put the asparagus when that's all ready and done. Okay, so first things first, we want to season the fish. I already washed it, so I'm gonna throw all these seasonings in it and then we'll see how it looks after this is done. All right, let me tell you something about this garlic, right? What I do is I like to put it in my hand. I don't like to just straight out the bottle pour it right on. I like to grab it in my hand, pinch it with a finger, and evenly spread the garlic all over the pink of the fish. Okay, I already put the salt for the pink salt. You see how shiny it is? Yep, the salt's already in it. Now I'm gonna put some garlic. All right, now once all of that is done and poured on top, I'm gonna rub it in and then we're gonna put it on to the pan. All right, so now I rubbed it all in. Now I'm gonna put it onto this pan. But before that, we're gonna take some butter and we're gonna put it all on the bottom of the butter, a nice thick layer. So when the butter melts, you'll have a nice little buttery flavor onto the pink salmon. We're gonna put this side down first, and then the last thing we'll put is the back side of it when it's done finishing to cook. Okay. All right, so now I put a real thick layer of butter. You might want to put a little bit more butter when you put the fish in, but I'll show you how that's gonna look once I drop it in. So here we go. Here goes the butter. Here goes the fish going into the pan. All right, now here it goes. Got the butter on top of some fish. That's gonna melt and it's gonna give some nice buttery flavor to the top. And it's also gonna bring some more butter down here because we want this not to submerge under butter, but it's gonna be at least halfway in the butter. You know, this pan could hold all of that. It's gonna be really nice. And yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So everything is seasoned and ready to go. Now I'm going to wash the asparaguses, cut them up to size, and get ready to put both the fish and the asparagus into the oven. Okay, I washed the asparaguses. So now all we gotta do is cut off some asparagus. Some people like to eat the tips, some people don't. And then also back here too, you know, we have to cut these. These definitely gotta get cut. So we cut them to size. What I usually do is I do keep the tips. I don't know about you, some people don't. All I do is cut from the bottom. So when I cut these, I take out at least this much, and then everything is good to eat. So let's do this in 2 seconds. Here it goes. All right, so now that they're all trimmed on the edges, you can see how they look now. Let me see if I can. You see how that looks? Anyways, then now after this, I'm gonna hit it with a little bit of paprika, sprinkle it all around, make sure they all get a nice little even coat of some seasoning. I'm gonna mix them up nice and good. And then I'm gonna show you my secret that I do to my asparaguses because I love them like this. All right, so now after they got a nice even coat of paprika, this is my secret. This is what I love to do to my asparagus. I like to wrap them up in bacon. That's right, turkey bacon to be exact. I'm gonna show you how that looks like in a second, but yeah, this gives it a nice little flavor on top of the paprika flavor. So check it out. This is how it's gonna look right now. And voila, just like that. Wrap the asparagus all the way from the top to the bottom. Yeah, you're gonna have that little stemmy in the bottom, but this is what it looked like. Wrapped turkey bacon over asparagus. Then we just do all of these right here, and I'll show you how that looks like in a minute. And voila, this is how it's gonna look at the end. If you got some leftover asparagus, you can leave them just like that, give some more bacon, or even just like that will be really nice. If you take these and broil them, they'll be nice and soft and jam-packed with flavor. So now everything is done. Now I'm gonna put everything into the oven. Okay, now we got the asparagus in there. That's how they're gonna look. You can spray it with a little bit of Pam so it won't stick the bacon. And then we got the fish right there. Then we close it up and we'll be back in 2 hours. Alright, so come check this fish out again. Check out the asparagus. Ooh, the asparagus is looking pretty nice. You want to flip them over. Boom. You know what I'm saying? Flip them over, get the pink side on the bottom, pink side on the top, and now that. And then we're going to go look at this fish real quick. Yes, oh, look at that. Look at that fish. That's what I'm talking about. You see how it's like in the sauce and in the butter? That's how it is. Right? Ooh, you see that? Soft and soft. So I'm gonna have to use a spatula to flip this. I'll be right back. And look at that beauty right there. You feel me? With all that little butter juices. Oh my god, that's delicious. It's gonna be so good. Yummy, yum, yum. Alright, the last thing we do is the Chinese rice. Now let me tell you what I do. I usually take 2 cups of 1 cup of rice. I use one of these. And I use 2 cups of this and put it in here. Now usually when you're making regular rice, you decide to put a little bit of oil and some salt, but since we're doing the Chinese rice, we're not gonna put any salt. We could put a little bit of oil, but that's about it. You want to put it in a high fire until the water boils, and you throw everything in, and that's it. And voila, this is how it looks. This is my meal for today. Pink salmon, Chinese white rice with asparagus wrapped in bacon. Put a little bit of soy sauce on the white rice, or a little bit of hot sauce, whatever you like. And there we go. My meal of the day. Just in case y'all wanted to know how it's done, this is how it's done.